Let me set the scene. A student has been given a review packet for her upcoming A-push test that will be collected for extra credit. First, the student has to complete multiple choice questions. She doesn't understand a few of the questions, so she uses AI to answer them for her. The AI only provides her the answer and a brief explanation. She also had to answer a short answer question. The student was confused on the prompt, so again, she uploaded it into AI where it gave her multiple different responses. However, by doing this, the student has cheated herself out of using creative thinking functions to help her learn the materials. The student could have used Convergent and Divergent thinking to help her answer each question. Convergent thinking is the process of narrowing down ways to solve a problem to determine the best solution. Divergent thinking is the process of creating different solutions to determine the answer to a problem. Therefore, since ChatGPT narrowed down the multiple choice solutions and picked the answer for her, the student did not get to reinforce the topic with her convergent thinking. When ChatGPT created numerous different short answer responses for the student, she did not execute divergent thinking. A study has been conducted to determine whether or not generative AI or human students would have higher divergent and convergent thinking functions. There were 46 human participants, each of whom were 18 and enrolled in undergraduate and graduate programs at McMaster University. Both human and Gen AI participants were given similar tests to determine which group had higher creative functioning. First, the participants were given an alternate uses task to test their divergent thinking. Afterwards, the participants completed the remote associates task for convergent thinking. The results of the study proved that Gen AI had stronger creative thinking functions than that of the human participants. The Gen AI scored higher on the originality and best answer categories of the AUT, meaning that AI has stronger divergent thinking. Gen AI then scored higher than humans on the RAT test, meaning that AI is also stronger than humans in convergent thinking. Based on the study, AI promotes surface learning to human students. While the study does not directly address learning, its results can be interpreted as detrimental to students' deep learning. The study's results show that Gen AI scored significantly higher than humans in creative thinking. This suggests that if students rely on generative AI to generate answers for them, they may be skipping the crucial cognitive processes that this study shows humans need to practice. A question that psychological scientists should research next is how AI affects the long-term memory retention of higher-level students, such as students in college or graduate programs. Students have more educational resources than ever before. However, these resources are not always used in ethical ways to promote learning. This question addresses how AI can negatively or positively affect the learning of students in higher-level institutions, as well as how that will trickle down into everyday functioning once these students are working and have careers. There are multiple ways that students can use AI responsibly and ethically for learning. Going back to the earlier scenario, the student could have made an educated guess on her multiple choice questions. Then she could have used AI to explain why her answer was right or wrong. For the short answer questions, the student could have come up with different topics that she could write about. Afterwards, she could have put her ideas into AI so it could give her the pros and cons of writing about each and which one would be stronger to answer her SAQ. Generative AI can be a helpful and resourceful tool in an academic environment. However, by limiting creative thinking functions such as convergent and divergent thinking, students inhibit their learning and long-term memory. If used correctly, AI can emphasize creative thinking and benefit students in the long run.